Christmas Eve. Welcome. Blue Foundation, Green Giants, Tech Alliance. Welcome to another live stream. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any new subscribers. Thanks to any new members to the channel. And thanks for hitting start earning Bitcoin on your EMBER app, you guys, and using our referral code. In the description below, we have the EMBER app referral code. Helps you earn extra Satoshis when you download and use the EMBER app. 24 hours. Already restarted mine last night. My clock is a 9 p.m. one. I have my hoodie on because it's cold today, you guys. It's a little chilly out, and we're doing it from the car here. So we're going to be going back into our place after this. But definitely had to do Merry Christmas, Merry Xmas Eve to everybody here. Hopefully we have a wonderful new year ahead of us. You guys, maybe a Merry Christmas. Maybe the crypto space booms tomorrow. We'll wait and see. Only 7 more days basically till the new year. And some people still anticipating maybe we get the bull cycle coming around, right? Whenever it does, it don't matter, man. We're going to be accumulating little by little, bit by bit, chipping away. Tim Shea in the house. My JR. Guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and I'm so grateful to the community jumping on in. Tim Shea in the house. My JR. Silver Days. Jeff Remix. Good to see you. Or J Freemix. What's up, man? JF Remix. Appreciate you. Legendary in the house. The legendary Riddler. Tomorrow when you wake up. Let's go. Bradley in the house. RPM in the house. Xmas in 26 minutes here. Merry Xmas to you, RPM. Merry Xmas to you. Hopefully it moonshots for you today then, man. Hopefully the market moonshots for you today. Gosh, it's still deep reds, man. Hard to have deep reds yet while we're in the Christmas season. But hey, everybody's been spending their money on presents for loved ones. Makes sense that the market is down. They're not spending their money on digital assets. What are they going to be spending their money on once the new year hits? There's no maybe Valentine's Day gifts, right, for loved ones. But I'm sure some of them are going to start putting it into the deep reds. Some people are going to be returning their Christmas items, right, at their local malls, right, or their stores, returning the Christmas items for some dough to convert into some XRP, some HBAR, some Algorand, some ADA, some DAG, some XLM, some XDC. Green tomorrow, match all the red. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Why not? Why not make it a very Christmas colored type of chart? Fat green candles to go along with the red candles. Let's go, John. Appreciate you jumping on in. Shout out to everybody here. I got some little predictions going on in the EMBER app for the Christmas Day games tomorrow. In particular, the Detroit Lions and Cowboys, right? Picking those two teams, hopefully, to win tomorrow. You got the Vikings versus the Lions, and then you got the Cowboys versus the Washington Commanders, right? I was about to say Redskins, but we know that's different now. Upside down, Xmas tree is crypto metal. Upside down, Xmas tree also means a lot of other things outside of that, but multiple meanings to the upside down upside down, topsy-turvy world, which we live in, without a doubt. Upside down means a lot of things, with as above, so below. Symbolism right there as well. Devin Steve in the house, good to see you. D Curry, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night or good day, wherever you guys are at. Always grateful to the community here. We got a good hour here with you guys. We're going to be spending a good hour in this little cold car. I'll probably have to turn it on for some heat in just a little bit. It's getting a little chilly over here. And this is LA weather, of course. I'm such an LA guy. I'm an island guy too. I'm Cuban, right? So just used to nice, humid, warm weather. Love it, right? Feed off the sun, right? I ain't going to be running from the sun like Dracula, like that freaking Tame Impala subliminally has said, right? We had hard rains today. Had to cancel some plans, unfortunately, due to the hard rains here. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully this isn't too long, right? We do like the hot weather. We do like the sunny weather, right? But hey, we need the rain, we need the water, without a doubt, especially in the future where water is going to be very, very important, without a doubt. What is this WLF1 coin I've heard about? Are we talking about WLFI? I haven't seen a WLF1 coin, Devin Steve, but WLFI is World Liberty Financials meme coin or digital asset. Kind of pairs up well with the Trump coin, right? The Trump coin. Some people speculating that this is the new age currency combo, right? Just like you have on a, let me see. I don't have a quarter in here, but just like you do have on a quarter, right? Some coins even back from Rome, you'll have the head of the president or the ruler, and then on the back, you'll have the eagle, right? Or the bird, right? Now you got the Trump coin and you got WLFI, right? Which has the golden bird. Those are interesting ones to possibly speculate into for speculation's sake. Wouldn't be surprised if they end up making some pretty good gains, right? But I ain't speculating in them. I'm just focused on the X's. They can try to FUD me out. They can try to make me panic sell. They can do all this type of stuff, right? Yeah, I think it's interesting for speculation, right? I think it's interesting, the Trump coin and that for speculation. They're very new cryptos, right? High volatility, without a doubt. We got lucky to have an early position in the Trump coin there. AXL, trade off or hold. D Curry. We talked about AXL situation with the accumulation of or acquisition of the development team of Axelar. But remember, Axelar is open sourced. Axelar is an open sourced blockchain, right? That allows for interoperability of blockchains. USDC is going to be trying to do that, and looks like USDC has a really ambitious scheme to try to do that with not only blockchains, but stable coins, right? Trying to be the interoperable stable coin of choice. We'll see how that goes down. The creators of Axelar were also, involved with the creation of Algorand, right? So they have a good track record so far, and they're going to probably do some amazing things for USDC. I am not selling off. If I had to sell off my AXL, I just said yesterday I'm not accumulating more AXL. I'm happy with the bag of AXL. I'll keep it staking. This could be a major FUD event to get people to trade out of their AXL, right? Just before this thing starts turning a corner. Also, some things to consider for all our other crypto projects, especially the lower cap ones. As much conviction as we have for these lower cap cryptos, they can be accumulated or acquired by some of these bigger cap entities, right? The development teams could be acquired, right? Still going to be waiting and seeing what USDC does with this development team. What if they find a way to do things with AXL and USDC? Then it brings back the bullishness to AXL. This is why I never want to trade out completely of any freaking project. I'm just not going to continue accumulating AXL. I'm not going to trade it, right? I'm just going to accept. Once again, this was coffee money. I'll never overinvest. Just continue chipping away. I'm not going to continue chipping away on AXL anymore, but I'm just going to be hodling, making it stake, waiting for this bull cycle to see what it does, right? Because AXL could still run up to what? 45 cents? $1 plus possibly? Right? Maybe even more. Maybe this is a great FUD event to try to get people to trade out of a really good technology that we've called before, right? We've called before the bridge of bridges. So I'm not going to trade out of it completely and then pull my hairs out when it goes up in the bull cycle, and it goes up massively because it's made bridges with some of the top tier layer 1 digital assets out there, right? It's allowed for interoperability. Dan Fries, AXL is down 90% on the year. Exactly. It's a deep red. If you know anything about this show, man, we like deep reds. Even though I'm not going to continue to accumulate AXL right now, hey, the fear has gotten to me, man. They've done a good job of making me not want to acquire more of this deep red, right? I'm down to acquire digital assets that are low sentiment, high percentage down, right? But AXL, it's gotten to me, man. They've gotten to me with the fear. Very few do it. The elite found a new method, and this is what their method is. We're going to have these type of top tier teams acquire some of these low cap teams that are in the deep reds. This is also, we talked about this yesterday. There was somebody in the know. There had to be somebody in the know prior to this acquisition. These acquisitions happen like months ahead of time, I believe, right? So there was already major selling on the whole market. There was already major selling pressure. It's not just only AXL, but AXL went to newer lows. Its historical lows were around 15 cents to 14 cents, right? Then it goes down to 8 cents. Who knows where it's going to go down from here, right? But once again, I'm not going to trade away my AXL. I'm just going to keep what I had there with the coffee money, stake it, make it work for me, because if we get a speculative bull cycle, which I assume, I don't like making assumptions, but I do feel like we're going to have one last bull cycle that is a speculative bull cycle, right? So if it's going to be driven off speculation, cryptos that we hate, cryptos that are dead, cryptos that are not even really building are going to gain speculation. And AXL could be one of those that goes up to 40 cents, 50 cents, $1 plus, right? Just based off speculation alone, just because people want to throw their money all over the place. And once again, AXL is still a good technology, still an open source, still has connections with all, allowing for interoperability, a ton of these layer 1 projects, right? So I'm interested to see if this was just a major FUD out event before this market really starts to go. But yeah, I mean, they acquired the big name players. USDC has the big name players. So far, we don't know. And hey, time will reveal these things. So far, we don't know if AXL is in the plans for USDC. What if USDC has got some major plans in incorporating something with AXL? So I'm not going to sell out of it completely, right? But I'm going to be accumulating some other deep reds. Some other deep reds that have been garnering my attention are Tezos, XTZ, right? Tezos, XDC. We also got HBAR at around 10 cents, Algorand at around 11 cents, right? The X cryptos, the XX network. We've already said Tezos, XTZ, XDC, XPX, XRP, XLM, and then of course the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. You got DAG at a penny, right? You got Casper at 004, 005, right? Somewhere around there. Right? And people were scared. Hey, people are still investing in Casper despite that major team of Casper Network, right, migrating over to HBAR. But Casper is a member of the freaking Decentralized Recovery Alliance. Rose is at a penny. The Blue Rose is at a penny, right? Blue Rose is an anomaly in crypto and in nature, right? Very excited to see what the Blue Rose is going to do. Ace the game. What's up, man? Here's a blue wrench. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you. You've been supporting, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, Blue Rose. Tibber, the green frog on our shoulder right here, man. Green frog, dude. Watch out for this one when it comes out of stealth. 16 cents right now. Big time. Big time player. A lot of esoteric connections with frogs too. Gatekeepers, frogs are known as, right? They're known as gatekeepers. Without a doubt. Oh, given the gifts right here. Tim Shea sharing the Christmas cheer, sharing the Christmas love right here. Tim Shea, 5 memberships, man. I am so grateful, dude. Thank you so much. And I'm sure D Curry is now happy to be a green giant. I'm sure Ace the Game, you just got a green giant status. Congratulations to you. Ford F and Rangers, green giant. RPM, you're back to green giant status again. Phantom in the house. What's up? Yeah, Tim Shea, man. Tim Shea donating some 5. Shout out to you. 5 little tiny green giants. Tiny green giant. It ain't that much. It ain't that much. It's the show. It helps us keep doing what we're doing. So grateful to y'all. Yeah, ETN at what? 002? 003? 0008? Don't tell me it's in triple zeros now for ETN. That is crazy, man. Yeah, exactly. JZR. I hear you. And it has smart contracts on the platform. This thing's getting ready to do what it did in 2017. Electronium is going to be coming back. Those 2017 cryptos are getting ready to do some major comebacks, man. I'm excited to see what Dragon Chain is going to do. Dragon Chain's at 008 now, right now, guys. 433 million supply. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right? Yeah, shout out to Tim Shea, spreading the gift of Christmas cheer. Shout out to you, man. Much love to you, man. Thank you guys so much. Ace the Game just not only got a blue wrench, she got green giant status for a month. Shout out to you, my dude. The Hulk just came in. Tim Shea, the Hulk, came in just sprinkling some gifts. That's what we do on Christmas Eve. Let's go. Or Christmas Day, depending on where you're at. Shout out to you guys. Deep Red's aplenty, man. Can you get Dragon Chain on Lobster Wallet? You cannot get it on Lobster Wallet, unfortunately. We can get it through Uniswap, right? This is how I like to get Dragon Chain. I get it through Uniswap, or I think you can get it through Base. If you get Ethereum migrated over to Base, I think you can swap for Dragon Chain with Ethereum on Base. If not, you use the Ethereum on Base to swap it on Uniswap, and then you can withdraw the Dragon Chain to your Base wallet, and then you can just use swaps of Ethereum into Dragon Chain from there. You don't need to use anymore. And when I say you guys or anything like that, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. This is my own personal vlog. This is my own personal opinions. Not a financial advisor, not a pro trader. And I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. We know the deal. So yeah, Uniswap is where we can get our Dragon Chain initial. If we want to store it somewhere, I think you could store it on Ledger, Decent, possibly LE Titan. I like storing it sometimes in like different locations, right? Atomic Wallet was a pretty good place to store it. I don't know how I feel about Atomic now, but you know, that's where back in the old days, like when it was in, dude, we've been following Dragon Chain for a while, right? Since like 2017 something, right? Chain. Since 2017, storing it on Atomic Wallet was the way to go. But now it's definitely trying to just find whatever cold storage or on the Base wallet, and then just, uninstalling our Base and never thinking about it again until bull cycle happens, right? Or until post cyber event. Some of these cryptos, most of the cryptos that we talk about here, I'm convinced are building for a world that isn't here yet. They're built for a world that is post cyber event, that is going to be driven by infrastructure and utility digital assets, right? Most people, the 90%, will always just be using fiat, right? Crypto had a good run. Bitcoin had a good run in the speculation phase as a hedge against fiat. But once fiat gets gold backed, right? Once fiat we're in a gold-backed financial system, the trust layer gets reestablished, the value layer, and a lot of these cryptos are hedges against fiat. Our hedges are not very good hedges against gold, unfortunately. Sure, you could do in terms of the volatility, right? But eventually it's going to be the utility that is going to determine the truth of these digital assets. And a lot of them don't have any more value beyond just speculation and being hedges against fiat, right? This is why we like the utility cryptos that weren't anti-fiat to begin with, right? Cryptos like XRP, XLM, that are going to make fiat stronger, right? That are going to allow for micro payments of fiat, right? You can't do micro payments without a digital asset. This is very important. You can't do decentralized payments without blockchain. There's a lot of non-blockchain platforms that are trying to, or supposed blockchain platforms that don't have a digital asset dedicated to them, that a lot of people get fudded out with. You need a digital asset. You absolutely need a digital asset with blockchain. That's the killer combo. That is what's going to change the whole financial system. It's what's going to change the whole settlement layer, the identity layer, the permissions layer, the compliance layer, the privacy layer, right? The governance layer, the interoperability layer, right? Digital assets are going to change the world. Blockchain is going to change the world. There's going to be non-blockchains that help enhance the utility of blockchain. It's always been about blockchain and how massive it is going to be. Non-blockchains like Tibber, HBAR, Quant, these are going to be absolute necessities for governance, permissions, and compliance, right? And interoperability. They're amongst blockchains, right? They are the sugar on top of the blockchain cake. Tastes fine by itself, right? We could still use blockchain without them, but to get the best out of it, you need that icing on the cake. You need that icing. You need the Tibber. You need the Tibber to do AI agents on blockchain really well. You need the dragons to do blockchain as a service for enterprises very well who are too afraid to do anything with blockchain, that just want a window, a gateway into blockchain. These two are gatekeepers. What did these two animals do? Frogs have been known as gatekeepers in esoteric knowledge, right? The ones who give you permission of whether you, of what is inside and outside of those gates, right? What is allowed inside, right? What agents are allowed to do transactions? Know your agent. It's going to be Tibber. Dragons. Tales as old as time have shown that dragons protect treasure. This is going to be your data protection right here. Constellation and DAG are going to be your data integrity. Stellar is going to be part of that settlement layer for the retail ecosystem. You got XPX that fills up every freaking layer, right? Hybrid blockchains are going to be definitely in high demand. Dragon Chain, hybrid blockchain. XPX, hybrid blockchain. XDC, hybrid blockchain. Wilkus in the house. Merry Christmas. Your thoughts on Jasmy at 006? I like it. I'm more of a fan of USA cryptos and focused on USA cryptos for now, just in case I get taxed on gains of cryptos that are from outside the US, and maybe there may be more speculative power that goes into the USA cryptos because of the certain tax reasons. But Jasmy at 006, I like its history. I like the creators. I like where it could possibly be going. It's an amazing value for coffee money to get whole numbers of what, a 10 billion supply? What's the total supply of Jasmy again? Right? So we can get thousands for $6 or 1,000 of them for $6. I mean, whoo, easy. And you get thousands upon thousands, 10,000 for 60. That's freaking amazing with Jasmy, man. I do like the quality of Jasmy. I'm very excited to see what Jasmy is going to do. Normie Woo. Yeah, it takes a lot of, there is a lot of hurdles to jump through to get to XPX, right? The easiest way, in my opinion, is through PancakeSwap. If you have MXC and you're outside of the US, you have easier access and you get access to native XPX, which is really nice. Some people say XPX is not listed on MXC anymore, but yet every once in a while we get random trading volume from that exchange. I don't know what that means, but either way, PancakeSwap, you get the Binance smart contract address version of XPX, which is just fine, right? I send it over to the base, and then I send it over to my respective Sirius wallets, right? Yeah, you can buy it on PancakeSwap with BNB, with USDT. You can also, the way I like to do it is I get Solana, right? Send it over to my base, log into my PancakeSwap with my base wallet, and purchase Solana or purchase XPX with my Solana, right? And then I can have my XPX on my base wallet or send it over to my respective cold storage solutions, right? Yeah, you can also swap on Decent as well. And I think that's native XPX on Decent, if I'm not mistaken there, Mo Zerps. You guys would have to tell me. RPM in the house. 50 billion coins. Yeah, dude, 50 billion coins of Jasmy. We get 1 billion. We got 1,000 of those for coffee money. Maybe eventually we could stake it, never have to think about it again, right? I love these little coffee money type of plays where I can get a good amount of the supply. If this thing, remember, these digital assets, these blockchains got to prove themselves to us. Going to prove to them. Us throwing more money at it doesn't mean, oh, it has to go up because I put so much money into it, right? No, these blockchains got to prove themselves to us. So hey, you give me 1,000 for a very ambitious 1,000 token for a very ambitious project like Jasmine, I'm down to hold till the very end, zero or hero, right? With Jasmine, right? I don't want to overinvest. I mean, I like the project. Don't get me wrong, I like it, right? I don't want to get, in this next bull, like I'm trying to be careful here because like in the next bull cycle, everything's going to most likely go up. So people are going to be like, dude, gee, you said you didn't like Jasmine. And then, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying I could get 1,000, never think about it for very minimal risk. It seems like, right? I love 1,000 of a certain crypto that I don't have too much of the most belief, like long-term for it, right? But in a speculative cycle, I can make some gains off of that. Dude, if Jasmine goes to $1, my $5 just turned into 1,000, right? Like, I'll take that. I'll freaking take it any day of the week, right? Never really liked Binance. The yellow and black graphics are boring AF. Yeah, I mean, but once again, they love their yellow and gold. They love their black and yellow, man. They love black and gold, right? It's all about gold, right? It's all about orange things in the sun. Right. And yeah, Binance is definitely boring AF, but we talked about, dude, it's so funny because we've talked about Binance when it was $13. I repeat, $13 freaking dollars, right? It was one of those cryptos that was like, yeah, hey, CZ, he's one of the faces of crypto or upcoming faces, right? Now he's a big face. But especially after CZ got arrested, right? And Binance got acquired by the DOJ, the Department of Justice. Remember, I know some of you all remember this. Some of the OGs in this chat or in this, if you're watching later, I know some of y'all remember this where I was like, dude, if the DOJ has control of Binance, that's pretty bullish for BNB. To be honest, that's pretty bullish for BNB. Behold, BNB starts going to multiple $100s. Right? When you have an entity under control, or I'm not going to say control, obviously it's a decentralized DEX, right? But when you hand it over to the DOJ, an entity like that, they're going to make it work for them. They're going to make it win for them, right? SGB looks enticing. It definitely does at 002. SGB looks very, very good. A penny, 1,000 Jasmine is $6. I mean, that's an easy win. That's an easy win. Give me 1,000. I never have to think about it again. 50 cent. Never have to think about it again. I love plays like that. I love it. Right? Aqua, super easy to get thousands of. Right? 000 what? 4, 0005 for Aqua right now in the XLM ecosystem. Everything in the XLM ecosystem being fudded to oblivion. So definitely liking myself some XLM ecosystem cryptos like Aqua, like Fo, like XSwap, or no, not XSwap, Lumen Swap, right? BLND, YVX, Velo. What's Velo at right now? 006 as well. So $6 for 1,000 Velo, right? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Merry Christmas Eve to you, Board Seagull Club. Shout out to you. But yeah, Flare's at a pen, right? Flare's going to probably have a big year in the year of the sun, the year of the fire horse, the year of Flare, right? The year of solar flares, the year of Solana. Guys, are the Denver Broncos going to be making the playoffs? Does anybody know if the Denver Broncos are going to be making the playoffs? Horse teams may do pretty well, right? Leading up to the year of the horse, the fire horse. Teams that have symbolism to, so the Broncos, dude, the Broncos may be a sneaky little play on some of these predictions, right? They may be a sneaky little play on some of, dude, Bo Nix has kind of had like a very so-so season, but what if he turns it on? What if he turns it way on, in the playoffs, right? And becomes a surprise dark horse team. They got one of the top defenses, right, in the whole NFL, right? So in the year of the fire horse coming up, they could be foreshadowing some fire horse energy here. The Colts were doing pretty well. We talked about how a lot of blue teams have been doing good. Red, white, and blue teams have been doing pretty good, right? Teams like the Bills, the Patriots, the Texans are making a little bit of a comeback, right? Yeah, it could be interesting on Ember app to be selecting on the predictions some dude, I'm choosing Denver for this Christmas game without a doubt. I mean, Gardner Minshew, Patrick Mahomes got his ACL thing, so we're gonna see, if Denver can seal it right here over Kansas City. I think one of the easier prediction picks, but hey, you never know how these games turn out. Sometimes they see that too much betting goes in the favor of or bidding goes too much in the favor of some of these teams. And once again, guys, when I'm talking about Ember app, I'm talking about what I'm doing. I'm not saying what you guys should do. I'll never tell you what to do. And Ember app, you have to be 18 or older to be able to do these things, or to be able to withdraw your, Satoshis that you've made on the Ember app. So, or to even partake, I think, in any of that, because you sign up with your email, so they know your age. Right? Gee, at some point, will you be consolidating your coins at all? Most ZERPs, I mean, I think I'm very diversified, but, I think in this next bull cycle, if I have some of my Tradle, we have a HODL portfolio, we got a Tradle portfolio. I think I will consolidate, the ones that are in my Tradle portfolio. I'm just going to throw them over to the X's right away. I don't even care what prices the X's are at, even if they're up. I'm going to just throw them over to the X's or throw them over into gold. I will probably consolidate a good amount. But yeah, I'm just going to keep my focus on X cryptos and DREC Alliance from here on out, and Tibber, right? Tibber is going to be a major player in this, right? So yeah, I will be consolidating. I'm not going to have like hundreds of digital assets, right, forever. I'm just trying to do a major play here for the speculative cycle that's coming up, right? I'm just going with because, you're going to have some that go before others. And, if one of my Tradle coins start going over my blue chips, like starts making way big gains, cash that out, throw it into the blue chips and wait for some of the blue chips to start going, right? Or cash it out, throw it into stable coins that earn APR, or throw it into gold or silver or copper, right? Some precious metals, maybe some uranium, right? Uranium is going to be more and more like pivotal, right? Copper is one of the more undervalued freaking metals out there, right? Copper is essential for this new future internet, man. Fiber connections require a shit ton of fiber, man. Copper, right? These data centers, freaking data boards, or, those little like things that they put their chips on and stuff like that. Copper is one of those new golds, man, for sure. What do you think about Corium? I like Corium and Sologenic in the XRPL ecosystem, more so as speculative plays. I do like Zahal right now a lot in that XRP ecosystem. Evernote, of course, as well. Gee, do you use Robinhood for any of your trades? I do not. I do not use Robinhood. Once again, it's very interesting trying to live an unplugged lifestyle. I've uninstalled my X. I've uninstalled my ChatGPT. I'm keeping my YouTube, obviously, because this allows me to hang out and talk with the Blue Foundation and keep doing what we're doing here. But trying to kind of live by my word, man. Trying to live, as unplugged as I possibly can. Getting prepared for a future where I can unplug a ton, right? Be able to afford it because I have the tokens, right? In the future, if you don't have the tokens, you won't be able to unplug. You won't be able to enjoy, data, putting your feet on grass. You won't have the time, right? You're going to be in your metaverse trying to earn little micro drops of freaking XRP or stroops of lumens or little blue bricks, right? Little tadpoles, right? To try to get by, to buy food, to pay rent, right? We're going to be able to afford it. We'll have the tokens. We're going to be trying to travel. We're going to try to enjoy the life outside of these screens, right? I'm trying to it's hard because, like I have downtime, right? I'll have some downtime and then I'm like, You know, I would want to like install X again, or like ChatGPT to ask it a question. I'm like, no. Stay the course. Find something else to do. Find something else to do. You can do it. Find something else to do. But yeah, I keep YouTube because obviously it helps me talk with the freaking Blue Foundation. But there's other things to do other than just find an app on our phone to kill time. There's other things to do out there, y'all. I believe there's. Oh my God, what is this? What the heck is this? Can you sculpt people? What the heck is this? Why does it say playables? Choose a game to stream with? What the hell? I didn't even know that this is a possibility. Did you guys know this? I just see like YouTube has added some new features here. This is hilarious. After I just talked about not playing apps, now we got some apps here. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to give it a try. Let's see what ends up happening here, man. What is this one? Sculpt people? What is this? Can we do this together? We can. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my ADD just took over because I saw this tab on my phone. Oh my gosh. What the heck is this, guys? See, this is why you want to unplug, man. Like stuff like this, it's becoming way too like freaking crazy now. Yeah, what? I'm just dragging my finger on the screen like over and over. What the hell is going on here? I'm making a green giant out of clay right now, guys. Here we go. We're going to try to make a... Oh, incredible. Look at that. No, I don't want a face. No, thanks. Oh, I got to choose a black spray paint. Oh my God, this is so ugly, dude. What the hell is going on? Why am I blackfacing him right now? Oh my gosh. The green giant has turned into blackface now. This is terrible, dude. Can we move on to the next thing? Okay, I'm going to exit this. This is turning out wrong. What the heck is that? What the hell are these new options? I got to see all this stuff. Sorry, guys. I've just got like excited. Like we have new options on the stream that I can use. Okay, cool. Pin to live stream. I don't even know what that means. Okay, interesting. So we got little games we could play. All right. Well, whatever. We'll save that for another stream. Discovering new stuff here. Yep. Stuff like this is going to bring more people to the live. Oh my gosh. So this is what we got to do. Oh my gosh. Jesus. I don't know, man. I can't do this and stream at the same time. Like, what the heck? Shout out to you guys. Happy holidays. We're just getting silly at this point. But anyways, yeah, trying to live in a... Dude, you see what they're doing? It's like they're making you and talk to you guys while doing this at the same time. Like, what? No, this can't happen. I'll probably get better at it as we go along, but this is pretty damn stupid. Okay, here we go. Am I racing against Blue Crew? That would be cool if I was racing against Blue Crew. I would like that. Oh my gosh. But anyways, yeah, you see what's happening here, you guys? This is what I'm talking about. Is like the technology is getting to a point where it's so interactive. Everybody's going to have ADD in the future, man. Nobody's going to be able to work a real job at all. They're just going to earn whatever this is. Imagine if that 20 little gems there actually turned out to be cryptos that I just earned on the live stream while playing with you guys. Yeah, this little 20% reward. What the hell does that even mean? Right? I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use it on anything. Did I just wipe out or wipe out somebody else? Dang, I feel bad for that, dude. Oh, I got to get coins. See? I got to get coins. Imagine if all those coins on this track right here that I accumulate are freaking little drops of XRP, right? Little Satoshis. By the way, it's 100 million Satoshis, right? On the EMBER app. 100 million Satoshis to get 1 Bitcoin. right? I don't think I'm ever going to get in my lifetime 100 million Satoshis on EMBER app. But if you guys want to use the EMBER app and you guys, you know, haven't downloaded it or started using it, in the referral or in the description below, you use the referral code, right? Working at ADD, they be hiring. There you go. I can't even see the chat though. I want to see the chat. Choose the chest. There we go. Okay, got some 15 points. Got some more drops of XRP. Let's go. They have little games like this on EMBER app as well, actually. But you would download it to if you play on your phone. You know, you earn a little bit of digital assets. I like just playing the predictions on it though. This is getting dumb, man. What is even happening to us, guys? What's happening to us as a society where we can't even just listen to somebody's live stream, where we have to see them play a freaking game to keep us entertained? J Soul Mix. I wish you could scroll though the chat. I want to see that at some of the previous comments while we're doing this. Look at my little green giant with the Christmas hat jumping. Christmas present to content creators. Now you can play games on your lives. Pretty dumb. I mean, I wonder what I can actually do with these tokens outside of just improving like my experience on this game. That'd be cool if it actually went towards like, if it actually went towards your YouTube creator stuff or whatever. I guess it, like somebody was saying, somebody just said, right, that it'll help draw more people. Yeah, Twitch DLT now. We just became Twitch DLT all of a sudden now, bloopity bloop. My gosh, how many people are going to unsubscribe because of this though, right? You would think this would draw more. It would actually like make people unsubscribe more than ever. Let me get a coin boost. There we go. All right. All right, this will be my last race and then I'll go back to the chat. Because this is a lot right now for me to even try to absorb and try to freaking talk to you guys about cheap digital assets. I mean, there's plenty of deep reds out there though, right? And I don't like having my finger stuck to a freaking burning screen. Like, this is going to destroy my finger right here, man. They're trying to desensitize your hands by having you hold on to phones all the time. Your hands have a lot of power than you even freaking know, right? And now they have my finger constantly pressing on a freaking screen. Feeling the heat on it. Blue Foundation, never unsubscribers, 100. Exit the matrix. That's what it's about, man. It's about. Whoa, that was freaking crazy. These games might enable you to buy more carbon credits. Yeah, maybe in the future. That would be crazy. We do a Mario Kart game and the whole time we're just talking about DAG, XPX, and Casper. Yes, that would be great, man. That would be great. Hey, if we ever get to, you know, eventually we're going to be able to get into a studio again, right? And be able to do a nice live stream where we can, yeah, like that would be great to play games along with some of the Blue Foundation together, right? That would be an interesting thing that they add to these little game things. Let me see what other games they got. I wonder if there's Crossy Road. Oh, there's a Chicken Crossroad one. Yeah, but that would be crazy if I could play these games with, like, it allows the Blue Foundation or whoever's in this live stream to, like, okay, this is too much. Ah, screw that coin. Yeah, that's too much. It's too much. Sonic rocks. Yeah, Sonic 2 rocks, man. Dude, Sonic 2 is my game. Let's go. Yeah, if we could all play it, that would be badass. And if we could play it for Satoshis, that'd be even better. Or drops of XRP. That'd be even better. Hey, they're already, like, stuff like this is already introducing to you what the future of, you know, live streaming is going to be like, interactive live streaming. Just wait for the micropayments era to come, right? For micropayments to like start, you know, being involved in all of these games. Like every game that you have some games like that where you have to win 1,000 or 10,000 or whatever so many tokens to get real cash, right? Are you from Tomorrowland or the land which was promised to you 3,000 years ago? I think I'm from the land that was promised to me 3,000 years ago, my man. Shout out to you, dude. We need tokens. I need tokens to eat, right? It's going to be all about tokens. Oh, wait a second. We could do player versus player? What? How do I do that? I'm playing against another YouTuber or something? That's pretty crazy. All right. How do I hit though? How do I hit this? Okay, I'm confused. I got to figure out how to do this. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay, so you can play some pool games. I think I'm playing against somebody on the live right now. Interesting. Dude, where are we going as a nation, man? Where is this all going to? This is all going towards monetization, right? Gaming as a standard. Okay, I think I'm solids. Am I playing against anybody? I don't think I'm playing against anyone, right? I think I'm just playing against myself here. Should have played against the computer, but whatever. A nice little practice round. We have that up. Okay. Location and mic are now. There we go. With the mouse left button. Yeah, there you go. Sonic is my favorite character because, like me, he's always collecting rings and coins. Dude, in the movies, the recent movies, if you look at where Sonic goes in some of these movies, the first one in particular had so much to do with cryptocurrency and coins. He uses coins, these golden rings, these golden circles that we've been talking about. He uses them to go from one place to the next instantly, right? Just like these tokens and interoperability will allow you to make a transaction seamlessly from one place to the next, right? I'll be able to send money from here to across the world within 3 seconds or less, right? Instant finality, instant settlement. Now, in the movies, a lot of the scenes, especially in the first one, happen in the World Trade Center of San Francisco. A lot of scenes happen in this particular city obviously in San Francisco, but in this particular building and street of San Francisco. This building is only a few blocks away from Ripple's headquarters, only a few blocks away from the Golden Rings of Saturn, the Stellar headquarters, only a few blocks away from the Stronghold headquarters, right? So Sonic 1 was already it's a blue character, right? Sonic stays accumulating, dude, and he chips away bit by bit, doesn't he? He puts in the work to go bit by bit, right? Little coin by little coin. At 65, I don't do Sonic. I hear you, Devin Steve. I hear you, man. Dexter Morgan, shout out to you. What's up, dude? Hey, how are we doing? What's up, Kespin? I love how we get some new viewers when I started playing the game. That's so hilarious. I guess YouTube's really trying to promote that, like, you'll get more viewers if you play a game, right? All right, let's try one more. Let's try another one. I don't even know how to play these things, man. Hide and seek. Let's see what this hide and seek one is all about. This looks freaking ridiculous. I can't believe that YouTube has added a feature like this. This is crazy now. It's like now while you're doing your conversations and you're talking, right? You're playing little mini games. At 28, I grew up on Sonic. Yeah, same, man. I remember playing Sonic as well. Okay, so what? 2 seekers, 1 seeker. Okay, hide. Oh, shoot. Oh, this is like kind of like a little bit of this is a little bit like what's it called? This is a little bit like Pac-Man-esque. All right, we won. We won. I know what the DT stands for, but what about the G? Normie Woo, that's a mystery, man. It can be multiple meanings, right? Could be multiple meanings. Could be gold. Could be gold DLT, right? But why would I give the answer away so easily? Maybe I'm doing some mind games, give you the answer, and then make you definitely think that's not the answer. Love playing around. All right, here we go. Another hide and seek game, another little Pac-Man game here. Gonna just keep accumulating tokens, getting bits of XRP, getting bits of blue bricks. Got to give me those blue gold bricks, man. Got to give me the blue gold bricks. There you go, bud. Give me all the gold bars I can get, man. Oh, shoot. I'm about to get caught. Okay, there we go. Man, I can already feel a tingling on the tip of my finger from touching my screen and having it on there for so long. Jesus. They're really trying to do stuff with, like, it's hilarious. All right. I'm going to be a seeker this time. Let's see how it is to seek. Oh, they keep you in, like, a little window like this. Okay. I'm going to catch all these fools, man. They're all going to be screwed. Trick is to just turn around after they think you've gone in a different direction. Did I catch all of them? I don't think I did. Find at least 4, got 3 of them. Oh, we are playing against some people. That's pretty interesting. Okay. That's cool. But yeah, guys, deep reds aplenty. I'm going to exit this game. Let's keep talking for a little bit more. We got about 10 minutes left to the hour. But Merry Christmas Eve to all of you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of that side little games. Maybe we incorporate that a little bit more on some of the streams if that helps with some people's ADD or helps people tune in to the shadow band that is this channel, man. These are worse than the old Atari games. They certainly are, RPM. They certainly are, man. But hey, it's the beginning of introducing games in general onto the live streams like this. I just hope that, you know, and they'll probably upgrade to this where viewers, you know, in the stream can join those games, because then it'll make it more fun for us to play. Right. But I don't know, kind of weirded out by that. That's freaking crazy. I don't know what to think about that, but hey, we'll do it. We'll do it. Why not? It's the way of the freaking future. Can't be the old head. Can't be the old head that looks down upon it. Right? If that's what they want, that's what they freaking want. And if that's how I'm going to get tokens, then that's how I get my freaking tokens, man. I don't want to be the guy who goes, I need tokens to eat, right? Like that guy in Severance, right? But yeah, accumulated more XDC the other day. RPM had to, right? Biggest shadow ban channel in the history of social media. Without a doubt, dude. Without a doubt. Did I mention Farcaster yet? Alvarez Crypto, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Thanks for waving, saying what's up. Hopefully, you know, you've been tuning in for a good bit. But yeah, deep reds aplenty. X cryptos that are in the deep reds. Each one of the Power 6 is getting redder and redder, right? XRP is at what, $1.85, $1.89, right? You got XLM at 20 cents, could go to 18 cents or less. SHX is at 007. You got Aqua in the 000 ranges. You got XPX still at 0004, right? Man, dude, I love being able to get some of the big star, right, in the 000 ranges, especially with the quality, or, you know, from what we think the quality of the tech is. It's still speculative at the end of the day, but they definitely want to keep it very hush-hush. They don't want anybody to be knowing about these digital assets whatsoever. XDC, without a doubt, very hush-hush. They definitely do not want people to even accumulate or think about XDC whatsoever. Right? There's only four that have been recognized by the BIS as effective and robust means to issue, transfer, and distribute CBDCs. Only 4, and all of them were X's, right? So there's only 4. I'm not saying that they're going to run the whole, freaking game, right? There's 9 layers to this, but the settlement layer, the governance layer, compliance layer, those 4 are covered right there, right? Or those 4 are covering some of those, right? Yeah, they're definitely keeping, hey man, they do it really well with XRP. They do it very well. They're amazed that they're able to keep this crypto at least within the top 5, right? And still people not really that interested in investing in XRP. I love it when people go, they don't want to make that many people rich, right? There's not that many people in crypto in general. In all of crypto, there's not that many people. So it's even a little amount of people that are even in XRP. There are billions of people out there that are going to be left behind. They're going to leave the world behind. These people are going to need tokens to eat. They are going to be plugged in 24/7, 365, earning drops of XRP, earning stroops of XLM, earning little bits of Block V, earning little bits of XDC, right? Little tadpoles of Tibber. We are pioneers here, you guys. It is still early days. It is still highly speculative days. It is still speculation against fiat as a hedge, not the tools of the new web financial system, right? People are not investing in the tools of Web3. They are investing in hedges against fiat, right? Bitcoin, hedge against fiat, right? Hedge against gold, if you will. When we go to a gold-backed financial system, the trust in the value layer gets reestablished and it starts to become about utility, right? It starts to be all about utility. Why so many layers, though? You need those layers. You need a settlement layer, right? You need this. These are the 9 essential. I'm trying to go off of them off the top of my head. If I forget one, please forgive me, or forget a few of them, please forgive me. But we have 9-layer video that we released about 2 weeks ago now, right? We have a 22-layer video, which goes into more little specs. But why 9 layers? You have one layer that takes care of the settlement layer, right? Each layer has a specific use case that is essential to the Internet of Value. You need the settlement layer. You need the digital ID layer, that WLD or XPX or others. WLD looking like a prime candidate. Civic looking like one of the candidates as well. CVC, right? But what the digital assets that are geared towards the digital identity layer aren't ones that are geared towards doing settlement, right? Then you have the permissions layer, right? The agentic permissions layer, the KYA, which agent can do what they need to do and when and what can do it. The compute layer for smart contracts, right? For high throughput development and transactions. The compliance layer, right? For things like SHX. XRP and XLM need SHX to be compliant with merchants in the merchant level, in the merchant arena, right? With ISO 20022 standards, right? Because it's the preferred partner of the ISO 20022 experience for Nacha, right? Then you go to the governance layer, things like HBAR's governing council, right? Compliance layer also covers Quant, right? But Quant has the interoperability layer, right? Quant used to be AXL, dude. Now it's looking like Quant is having that interoperability layer all to itself. We'll see what Cosmos ecosystem can do. We'll see what Wormhole could do. Yeah, the 7 to 11, the 7-11 theory comes later. Yeah, I got you. I know the line, but yeah, why do we need It's 9 particular layers. Each layer has its own purpose. It can't just be one layer that covers all those. I mean, if there is one, it's the big star. The big star can cover all of those use cases. It is a blockchain or hybrid blockchain that can cover all of those layers, right? But XRP is specifically geared towards settlement, not necessarily towards smart contracts and compute, right? Not necessarily towards the digital identity, right? Then you have privacy layer. XRP is a public blockchain. It needs its collaboration with the XX network. Remember, there is an XX network bridge with XRPL. On-demand privacy meets on-demand liquidity. So XX network is going to get that privacy layer covered. And it's going to also help WLD with the identity layer. So XX network is going to help other layers. I mean, all these layers complement each other. The digital identity layer allows to verify who's human and what humans can or cannot do what they need to do based on their level of identity, right? And their digital identity. Same thing with the KYA layer, the agentic permissions layer that Tibber fulfills. Compliance layer, compute layer, interoperability layer, and I'm forgetting some of these other ones. I'm so sorry. Privacy layer, we talked about that. Trying to figure out the other ones, guys. I'm sorry. I think I've forgotten the other ones. We've talked about an interoperability layer. I think that's about a good 6 or 7. Forgetting the other 2. What do you think about Cubic? I think Cubic is interesting. Not a big fan of proof of work, right? In general, or innovative proof of work. But I do like that it's connected with Stellar. I do like that it's AI agent focused. I think it's an interesting speculative investment, especially while it's multiple zeros and we can get plenty of it. Very high supply though. But I do like being able to get, possibly 1 million or, millions if I have the money for it. XRP 2026, 2027. Oh, dude, I hope so, Nickel. I hope so, Nickel Quickle. That would be amazing, my dude. Let's go. Let's go, man. What are your thoughts on Vara? That's not VRA, right? 2026, 100 and 150. Hey, man, I said $72 for 2026 for this bull cycle. So if it hits 100, that's pretty close to what we were talking about. I think 2027, $200 to $400 in 2027 is interesting. So we're assuming for the rest of this decade on that XRP is just going to go higher and higher every single year. That it's no longer about bull. Like I'm thinking we have one more speculative bull cycle in 2026. And then from 2027, after the cyber event of 2027, we go into utility-based investment or speculation. 2028 is going to accelerate the utility-based speculation, but also eco-friendly speculation. It's going to be all about the earth. It's going to be all about the world by 2027. Eco-friendly solutions are going to be absolute necessities, and XRP being one of the ones that was geared towards being eco-friendly from the very beginning, right, is going to definitely be a major beneficiary. Recovery layer. Yes, exactly. The recovery layer, decentralized recovery layer, you're going to have things like the Decentralized Recovery Alliance covering that aspect, right? Data integrity layer is going to be DAG. Rose and XPX are going to definitely be fulfilling that privacy layer, without a doubt. It's going to take that long for institutions to actually put the utility to actual use. I mean, I don't know if it'll, I do think it'll take a long time. I'm with you on that. It will take a long time for utility to actually reign. I think it's a flip of the switch, though. I don't think it's progressively. I think they're going to leave the world behind. I don't think they're going to Hey, I mean, either way, when you have over $100 XRP, you already left most of the world behind. I think, but my ultimate, like, where XRP becomes high price will probably be 2032, like when it's maybe $1,000 plus. But I think it will be I know a lot of people like to talk the flip of the switch moment, but it really is going to be like that, because when you have the cyber event that's going to compromise a lot of banks, right? Luckily, they've already been testing Ripple. They have already been utilizing and testing Ripple, right? As a large price asset. They've already been doing that, right? So I don't think it's going to take, like, when they decide to flip over, it's going to automatically just go to high price. I don't think it's going to be a gradual transition. I think it's going to be leaps and bounds. The flywheel effect, if you will, right? I think we're saying the same thing, man. I think we're saying the same thing. I think we both see XRP being a high price eventually. It's going to be most likely after this decade, right? This decade's been a transformational one. So I think, by 2032, that's when we finally start to see utility and infrastructure really starting to dominate and be essential. We'll probably